about clumsy defenders, Man United has had them all. We had like two left-footed defenders for a while, my brother.
Do you think we're nearing closer? We're nearing closer to what's this? A lot of the leagues starting. I think the UEFA Champions League's qualification is also starting soon. We just saw Rangers hammer Real Madrid in like a warm-up. So I don't know. Rangers might be like a dark horse. Who knows?
Everybody was getting hammered in preseason. Come on, let's not do that today. Especially not from you. You are the last person I want to hear.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Arsenal?
How has Arsenal's games been going?
Chief, we've been winning. We just won back-to-back. We beat Millwall. Now we beat Watford today.
Let's talk about the first two results.
Chief. Let's focus on the positive during preseason. You know,
no, 100%.
And you know, while we focus on the positive, I think it's also dope to see like there's a lot of transfer movement right now. Euros are done. Like Euros are like a while back. You know, a certain club, a certain team from Europe won it. Well, obviously it's the Euros, but Italy won it.
You know. Yay, man. Let's move on.
I'll never not celebrate this one. But you know what? There's two players in the Euros that I really want to like start off and talk with. One is from France, the other is from England, right? As a Man U fan, firstly, I actually just want to ask you, Varane to Man United is basically confirmed. Thoughts, feelings?
Honestly, dude, like I think before I just get into Varane, like the transfers that we have made so far, I think if you watch back to our first videos, what I told you was we needed a centre back, we needed to strengthen our defense, and we needed like to actually get a different outlet for United because we are left heavy. So Sancho, I think the big thing that we're now trying to figure out obviously is just what's happening in the middle. But like in terms of Varane, absolutely mega buy for us. And like I think if you look at the price, if you look at the trophies we've won, like for me it's actually really sad that we actually as football fans that we are these people. Actually, funny enough, just before you hopped on here, I saw a short little clip about Varane making mistakes, and I kind of had to literally in the group. I think he made a mistake against Manchester City. I think it was that he made a really big mistake against but I quickly had to let these people in the group know that we are coming from the years.
You had to set them right.
We're coming from the years of West Brown, my friend. We had West Brown. There is nothing. You can tell
me the other guys, West Brown, O'Shea. Hey,
my goodness, we have this. Even Evans, like I mean, he's doing something now, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, post Vidic Ferdinand era, it was sad. It was sad. Post the
after Ferdinand, Vidic, Heinz, you know that hard. We've really been struggling, and like I mean, Jesus, like if you're talking about clumsy defenders, Man United has had them all. We had like two left-footed defenders for a while, my brother.
Do you think? And you know what? I'll probably always ask this question because when you come from another league, I almost worry when a player comes into like the Premier League, if how well they'll adjust. Do you think he's gonna adjust well into the Premier League? Like, do you think his type of play will fit in well? Firstly, with the Premier League and also Man United as a team.
No, absolutely, man. Like I think to be fair, if you're talking about a creative player, you're talking about a playmaker, a player that needs to find his feet in terms of range, finding other players, etc. It's a different story. In terms of centre back, I think he is well experienced. We talked about the trophies he's won, the tournaments that he's played in. So you can just think about the opposition that he has come up against. He's definitely come up against a hell of a lot of different competition from different, like top tier teams in different leagues that he's definitely come up against. So he's been well tested for him to actually have won so many trophies. Although he was partnered with some of the greatest defenders, like I think but like I do think we also have to give Maguire a little bit of credit. If we think about who he's going to be partnering with, although everybody's giving Maguire a lot of shit. Think about it. He was in the team of the World Cup, like the final team of the World Cup. He was in the final team of the Euros. He's actually a very solid guy. Like I can generally make a mistake every now and then, but you have to kind of also look at the positive.
You have a big money transfer coming up, Ben White from Brighton and Hove Albion. His
Can you tell
transfer
me more
fee.
about it?
So Ben White is a centre back, central midfielder type of player, right? So his current transfer fee is actually more than Varane's like transfer fee, right? So let me tell you why Arsenal want to. Yeah, so Varane is going in, is coming into Man U at like 40 or
Yeah,
something
40
million.
Yeah.
Ben White's coming at 50 million, right? So let me tell you why Arsene Wenger now. Arteta wants him, right? Firstly, he wants him because he's a ball-playing defender, right? He can, and that's the type of defenders Arteta wants. He wants players, defenders that can run with the ball, that can spot, that are good with their feet, that can spot kicks over underneath or wherever.
A good pass. A through ball, a long ball, absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly. And players who can run with the ball. And Ben White brings all of those things. He's 23, so he's got a lot of years in him, right? So the whole strategy around like Arsenal this transfer season has been to buy young players, even if it's a slightly bit more money, and then they're betting that but now it's a bit confusing with Ben White, right? So we bought Sambi Lokonga for 18 million, I think, from Anderlecht, right? Already in the past preseason games. This kid is...
What position does he play?
Who, Ben White or Sambi Lokonga?
No.
Lokonga.
Yeah,
he plays central midfield, right? Already in the preseason, this kid is incredible. Like I watched him like today against Watford. He was controlling the midfield and all those kind of things. He's great. Now, the issue why Ben White was almost a bit surprising to me, and probably many Arsenal fans, and why there's been conversation around comparing him and Varane in terms of price tag, is that this kid has won nothing. In fact, I think this is his second season at Brighton and Hove Albion. He was on loan at Leeds, and then he moved to Brighton and Hove Albion, and then they, obviously they groomed him, and he really did have a great season this past season. But now I'm like, guys, 50 million for someone who's 23 years
doesn't make sense
compared to someone who's won who's won a UEFA Champions League, I think more than once. Even Varane has won more than once. He's won La Liga more than once. He's won the club, all these kind of achievements. And I'm like,